Hello everybody and welcome to an episode of Fun with Observer Blocks. My name is Kruncky and I'll be your host today. The Observer Block was released in Minecraft 1.11 and it's really been a game changer. For those of you who don't know what Observer Blocks do, it detects block updates in front of it and sends a redstone pulse out the back, a short 1-tick redstone pulse. And so this block update can be either a block being placed down in front of it or removed, a line of redstone being placed, or a redstone being lit or unlit, what have you. And this makes a lot of things able to be compact a lot more than they used to be. And so I want to explore a few things that have not really been observed, no pun intended, since the release. The first circuit I like to explore is the rising and falling edge monostable circuits. As you can see here, we have a sticky piston, an observer block, and one line of redstone, and it's currently set up in the rising edge monostable circuit formation. And what we want to do here is we're going to place down a button, and when we press the button, the observer comes out and the redstone gets lit up on the rise of the circuit. Now we can easily change this to a falling edge monostable circuit by moving the redstone back one line, one block, and when we hit that button again, the redstone lights up on the fall of the circuit. Now this can be either a redstone line, it could be a repeater, it could be a light, it could be whatever you need to take a signal from. So we're going to switch this to a light just to demonstrate, and when we hit the button on the fall of the circuit, the light lights up. Now to build the circuit, all we need is a sticky piston, an observer block, and whatever you want to output to. So you put your sticky piston here, observer facing the direction of your output, and your output. When you put a button down, we now get a rising edge monostable circuit, and if we move this to the back, we now get a falling edge monostable circuit. The orientation of this circuit can easily change going upwards as opposed to going across simply by putting down a sticky piston going upwards, an observer block in the direction of your output, and a half slab to bring the output to the level of the observer. Now this will make a falling edge monostable circuit, and the reason we use a half slab here is because a full block will power the sticky piston on the fall of the observer. We'll put down our redstone line here and a button, and as you can see, as the observer block falls, the redstone lights up and we have a falling edge monostable circuit. To turn this into a rising edge monostable circuit, all we'll do is put a half slab on the top level, we'll put down a line of redstone, and as you can see, the redstone lights up on the rise of the monostable circuit. The next circuit I like to explore is the T flip-flop. I'll demonstrate here. When we press the button, the light turns on. When we hit the button again, the light turns off. This uses the rising edge monostable circuit, and this can also be changed to use the falling edge monostable circuit. Now to build the circuit, all you need to do is put a sticky piston here, an observer block in the direction of this sticky piston. This will create your monostable circuit. A sticky piston in this direction with a block in front of it. We'll drop down one block here to put a redstone torch and our output here. We'll drop down our button here. When we press the button, the light turns on. When we press the button again, the light turns off. This can easily be changed to a falling edge monostable circuit simply by putting the sticky piston one block back and moving everything also one block back. When we put the output here, we'll again press the button and the light turns off on the fall of the monostable circuit, and once more it'll turn off on the fall of the monostable circuit. We can further compact our design by creating something like this. However, this will only work on the falling edge monostable circuit. As you can see, we'll press the button here and the light will light up on the fall of the monostable circuit. If we press it again, the light will turn off on the fall of the monostable circuit. Now to build this more compact version, all we have to do is place a sticky piston going in this direction, an observer block going in this direction, another sticky piston going in this direction, and a block in front of it. We'll drop down one block and put down a redstone torch, and we'll put our output here. When we press down the button here, we'll get a light on. When we press the button again, the light turns off. The next circuits I like to bring your attention to are the redstone clocks that can be made with the observer blocks. We have various different kinds, and we'll start off with the single output fast redstone output clock. Then we have a double output alternating redstone clock, and now we have a slower 4 redstone alternating clock. These redstone clocks should all be pretty self-explanatory, but just in case, I'll build this on camera. For this first single output redstone clock, all we need to do is put a observer block in this direction and redstone going all around. And once we put the last redstone in front of the observer block, the clock will light up. To make the double redstone clock output, all we'll do is we'll put a observer in this direction and an observer in this direction. We'll put down redstone going this way and then redstone going this way. And once we press the last redstone in front of the observer, the redstone clock will start. To make the 4 output redstone clock, all we need to do is take the observers and we'll put them in this alternating direction, all facing the output of the last observer block. We'll put down redstone at each corner here, and we'll have a alternating 4-way redstone clock. Now each of these redstone clocks can be made toggleable simply by putting down a sticky piston here with the lever in front of it, and when we turn it off, the redstone clock turns off. Same goes for this one. We'll put a sticky piston here with a lever in front of it, and we can turn off the clock like this. I especially like this one because we can put a sticky piston on the inside of the clock with a block on top of it, and when we put a lever on top of it, we can turn off the clock like this. One thing I forgot to mention is that we can make this pulse slower simply by adding observer blocks depending on our needs. So we'll recreate this clock over here by placing this observer block, and as you can see, we have the same fast action redstone clock. We can extend this out by adding an observer and it will get a little bit slower. We can add more redstone and another observer, and as you can tell, the clock has become significantly slower. And we can extend this out to as far as our needs, and as you can see, it's gotten even slower. And one more time, just to demonstrate that this clock does get slower. To further demonstrate this, I've created the longest redstone clock that we can create with this setup, which is using 15 redstone blocks and 12 observers. As you can see, it's significantly slower than the other redstone clocks. Of course, this could be extended by using repeaters. However, at this point, you're better off using a hopper-based redstone clock system simply because of the length of this circuit. So I hope you enjoyed this short informational episode regarding observer blocks, and I hope you learned something new. If you did like this episode, please give me a like and let me know down in the comments if you'd like me to do more episodes like this. I do want to do more episodes like this, not just regarding observer blocks, but also other things that haven't really been explored in the Minecraft community. But that's all I have for today, so I will see you on the next episode. Have a good night. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe.